welcome back everybody to episode 2. As you can see, the time and date, I guess, has skipped on a little bit. When we did obviously the harvesting, it was on 0.5 the time, because that allowed me to get that harvesting done. But as soon as August was over, it got put to ×3, which is what it is at now, and that is what it's going to stay at throughout the series. So it's going to run along like that, and like I said before, it's 21 days a month. So the computer's going to sort of figure that out, isn't it, and split it up into sort of different days. So we're already on September the 7th. Now, couple of things. The chickens are getting a bit low, they're in the red, so we are going to have to get ourselves a tractor, trailer, etc. There is all this straw to be picked up, as you can see, and we've also got small weeds, which is okay, but if you look, there is rain coming. It says around 3 o'clock on here. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to try and pick some of this straw up, I think, because otherwise we are going to be, well, we're not going to be doing it today. Thing is what to do with it. We could tip it into our multi-fruit, but then I was thinking of maybe grabbing a fermenting silo. I think that was in productions, wasn't it? Because if we went for this guy, what I like about this guy is you can tip straw in there as well. This is also a fermenting silo, which is another awesome mod, but that will only take grass, hay and chaff to turn into silage. This will take those 3 plus straw. So we could make ourselves some silage, which obviously would be quite a good earner, I would have thought. Where we could put this though, I'm not sure. Maybe I need to think about this yard really. I don't want it near our silo, because I've had this problem before. If it's too near your silo, it will pick up that silo, and it doesn't sort of work right. Anyway, right, let's not beat around the bush. Let's head up to the shop. That's the wrong button. So let's head to the shop, like so, and we will buy some goods. I'm not sure where the actual shop trigger is here. Is it outside? I don't know. Anyway, let's get ourselves a tractor. Now, still want to be careful with the money. We have got this guy. I did have this on my old stream farm series, which I really liked, this tractor, but it had a problem of sticking in one of the gears, like first gear I suppose, but it's still got that problem. But I know how to get round it now. You just got to kind of stop and then accelerate again, so it could be okay. We also do have in small tractors, they are quite powerful. Where are they? These guys. This one here is 150 horsepower. They are a bit random looking. I like the long sort of nose on them, the bonnet, the hood. They're pretty cool. But I don't think we should go too mad with tractors at the minute. I think we'll just get one. I think we will go for the Fiat Agri. That's probably the cheapest with the decent horsepower. 33,500. We do have these guys. Yeah, the John Deeres are a little bit up there, aren't they, with that price? But they have got some decent horsepower on them. Well, we'd have to go for the EU one. That is going to be expensive. If we went to there, it's 109 grand for that. Yeah, let's go for this guy. So let's configure this. Rear mud guards. I want a front. There we go, front linkage. We want that. definitely. I think we'll keep it on trelleborgs because I remember that having a huge range of options for the tyres, as long as we've got narrows in there, which are obviously going to come in handy. The hydraulic pistons are at the back, forestry standard, not too worried about hydraulic pistons. Beacon lights, we'll go with just a single one, I think, and we will go for the front loader. Now I do like the stole ones, but I don't think we've got the stole pack installed as a mod, so there's no point going for that. So we will go for the quickie, which is more, actually let's have a quick check. I know I'm gonna have to do those configurations again. No, we've got that one stole, but that doesn't go with that tractor. That's specifically for the John Deere 1630. Right, okie doke. So let's go back there. Front linkage, keep it on trelleborgs, design the same, single beacon, quickie. We won't buy a front loader just yet. We'll keep it on the short pre-filter. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that. And we'll go with that, I think. Let's buy it. So it's only cost us 150. No, it hasn't. It's cost us more on it. What am I talking about? Right, let's just buy it. Stop waffling on. Now, let's buy ourselves a trailer. And again, we'll try and keep the costs down. This is the cheapest base one. Well, I say cheapest, that obviously is, but this will hold quite a decent amount. What mods have we got available to us? That's not too bad. 14,000, that's pretty good. That's 19 grand though, we can get it cheaper. Haven't actually got a lot of options there, have we? That is a bit annoying. That guy there, we might as well go for that class one then, haven't we? Right back to the start. That's going to cost us 20 grand for 22,500 litre capacity. Let's just double check that that is definitely going to be the cheapest. We've got this guy, that's only 14,000. And then I think this guy was next. What's good about this one? Oh, look at this. We've got animal transport. Oh, I know it's more expensive, but those options. Can have an animal transport trailer, a bale trailer, different bale trailers. That's interesting. I'm wondering if we should do that, guys. Slightly more. It gives us more options, doesn't it? Let's go for that. We'll keep the tyres all the same. We'll keep the colour the same. Yeah, let's do it. Right, so we've got ourselves a tractor and we've got ourselves a trailer. That's quite a decent trailer, actually. So it has got a oh, I'm stuck. Right, forget about that. That has got a pin hitch at the back as well, which is very handy. We will need something to pick the straw up. What have we got available? Now, there's nothing about leasing, so I'm assuming we can lease. Has any of these got a pin hitch? That has. Doesn't hold a lot though. But then we don't need to be going too far. What have we got modded? Very expensive things. Yeah, that doesn't hold a lot, but I could say we're not a million miles away from the farm, is we? Are we? Let's lease that. I'm wondering if we can hook up to it. with this, do a bit of a road train. I know some of the other guys have been on the map and they've been doing bits and bobs on their fields, and I think oh no, Farmer Murphy has now joined the party. So if I click on that now, I went through whose farms these are. Farmer Murphy is now part of the series. He has got these 2 plots and this sort of farm area here, and he also owns this bit of forestry over here, which that's 2 separate plots, is it? Which I'm guessing they're going to do a bit of forestry work, earn a bit of money. So yeah, everyone's been doing sort of their own bits and bobs. Right, I am going to head back to the farm. I'll see you down there. We'll try and get some of this straw picked up. Right, we're back, guys. I did actually return back to the shop and I've bought ourselves a front weight there, 1500 kilogram one. Right, I've got a horrible feeling that we're going to literally start this and it's going to start raining. So it could have been a complete waste of money to lease this loading wagon. But we'll see what happens. I think what we'll do for now, we'll just tip the straw into the silo. We won't worry about the fermenting thing yet. I think that will be a good idea to put one of those down though. Obviously I don't want it too near our silo. So this is going to take absolutely forever. We're going to have a lot of straw on here, or off of here. Now I'm assuming the rule about not doing any field work in the rain, this still comes under it, because technically we are in our field and we are working. So that is why I will stop if it starts raining. Farmer Murphy was on here earlier, as I mentioned. I quickly messaged them because we do have through Discord like a in-game chat that we can sort of message each other if we want to set up contracts to help each other, etc. like that. And he did say, I said I was on here, and he goes, oh hello, he goes, just in time for the rain. I was like, yeah, brilliant. I didn't even think about that, didn't even look at the weather when I came on there. So I'm kind of thinking that probably isn't any point keeping hold of this loading wagon if it does start raining, because if I can't come back on here for another few days or so, we're just going to be getting charged leasing fees. I know it won't be a huge amount because we won't be using it, but it'd be a little bit annoying, wouldn't it? Oh, bang on time, it started raining. Oh man. Well, that's the end of that then. What a disaster. 9,474 litres of straw, and we've got to stop. How long's this rain scheduled for? Till 5 o'clock. So it's only a couple of hours. But obviously I may be able to get back on here a bit later, I'm not sure. Let's get rid of this anyway, what we've got. And one thing else I wanted to say is there could be a little bit of a gap between sort of days on here. So for instance, like now, you're seeing it on September the 7th, but I could be doing a little bit like this now, and then next time you see the, you know, further on into the episode, same episode, it could be something like September the 10th or something like that, I don't know. But if you get what I mean. Oh, and also, thanks to Cobbler, I've worked out we can actually still use this workshop trigger, because we can't seem to sell it. But if I stop roughly there, if I come up to the icon, it doesn't do anything. But if you jump and then click the stick, it works. So we could still keep that. Well, we have to keep it, we can't sell it. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful how we place things, because obviously that roughly there is the trigger. So maybe we could get some shed there. Right, what were we wanting to do? Let's jump back in there, let's grab ourselves some wheat, feed the chickens, top them up, at least then they're done. That was a bad move, leasing that loading wagon though. It wasn't one of my best business ideas. Right, and I've left it right in the middle of the silo. Let's get it out of the way and park it up somewhere. We'll put it in that shed. I don't think it's actually going to take long to get round to 5 o'clock. So let's put this away. Not sure if any of the other guys have leased any equipment yet. I've watched the first episode of Wasteland Gaming and Cobblers, but theirs was basically kind of just setting up the farm. I know they've done some work since. I think there's been some potato harvesting going on along the lines. Right, let's get some wheat going in there. At least we know the chickens are good to go. Wow, look, we've already got quite a bit of eggs. Quite a bit of eggs. That is not very good English. Quite a few eggs over there. This tractor is struggling with that, isn't it? Right, why does that not want to tip in there? There we go, that's better. Cool, that is them fully topped up. What awful weather. It's gone really dark now all of a sudden, isn't it? Right, well, let's do a little bit of farmyard designing then. I'm still not 100% sure how I want all this farm yet, but we don't have to have a sleep trigger. Be nice to Come on, let's get that in there. Right, that's that all parked away. So let's see what we can do in terms of building a bit of a farm up, shall we? Obviously we need a bit more shed space, not desperately, but we will need something. Some sort of farmhouse, maybe just decorative. I know Wasteland's got this tent. I think we can, yeah, we can sleep and change your clothes in this tent, so that might be quite a cool addition to the farm. Quite where would put it though, I don't really want it sort of too in the way. I'm just messing around really. Right, is there any decorative houses? Like I say, we don't really need, what would that come under? Others, I'm pretty sure there's, there we go. Something like that would be quite funny, wouldn't it? They would be quite fitting to this map. They're a little bit too big, aren't they? That's the one we've just looked at, isn't it? Look at that for a little house. Weird. Right, what I might do actually is I'm going to have a think about how I want to have this farm. Maybe do a little bit of planning and designing in my head, but look, it's come over all dark and miserable. So when you come back, I may have placed some buildings down, just messing around, but I will see you hopefully very soon. Whether it's still the same in-game day, September the 7th, I don't know, but the chickens are all good. And we do have those eggs already there, which is very smart. Obviously, to move them, we are going to need to use pallet forks, etc. But we do have our trailer, which we can configure and put the pallets on there, so that's pretty awesome. Right, I will see you somewhere. Welcome back, everybody. So it is now September the 12th. I couldn't get on back on here because I was busy with Easter things with family, etc. Decided to come on now, and it is 5:45 in the evening, so we are losing light already, so it's probably the worst time I could have come on here. We still obviously do have the loading wagon on hire.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do this this harvest without
Why
it.
is that not showing up any details?
18090 is pulling this machine, no bother.
That's interesting.
Well.
Anyway,
And I've only used the Deutz.
It's allowed me time to think though, and I think what I'm going to do before I start worrying about too much how the farm is going to look eventually, I think I do want to get rid of a couple of these trees. So these two will go, that one will go, possibly those two maybe. And also, what was our small grass field here, if I go up to landscaping mode, it's quite tiny, so we've got that as an option to expand the farm in the future. So possibly clear a few more trees in and around here and push out our boundary. So I think the building up of the farmyard itself will be a slower process, but what I'm going to do is try and pick up as much of this straw as I can before it gets too dark. Hopefully we could get the farming Sims, who has offered to come down and pick up a lot of straw. He's been down twice, I think, but I didn't have him on contractor rights or whatever you want to call it. So if you go into farm management like this, we can go along to all the farms. So there's Wasteland Gaming I'm on. I can grant them contractor. So I've now granted the Farm and Sims contractor access. And also Cobbler. Oh, that was the other thing actually, because we've struck a deal with Cobbler. He's trying to do some flour production, and his production chain doesn't take sorghum, so he's asked if we can do a swap with some of our wheat, and I said yeah, absolutely, because we can give sorghum to the chickens. So we're going to do a straight swap. 16,000 litres he said he's got, so I'm going to take 16,000 litres up there, hopefully be able to collect 16,000 litres of sorghum and bring it back to our silo. So that is going to happen. But what I think we do need to do is start getting some of this straw. In fact, let's help Cobbler out. Because I should imagine he wants to get that flour production going pretty soon. But the good thing about it being set on 21 days is it is going to allow all of us to sort of have a bit of time to decide what we're going to do and to get things done, so to speak. So let's park that there. Now we're going to have to do the old jump in the air trick. What I'm going to do is customize that, drop it back down to 16,000 litres, so then we have definitely got 16,000 litres to take to Cobbler. Did that just cost us 4 grand? I swear when you buy that trailer it comes as the 16,000 litre capacity. Oh no, 4 grand, look. Wow. Oh, it's the bell trailer. That's horrendous. 4 grand that just cost us. Oh well. Now, what I am worried about is if Cobbler hasn't quite... Right, that's stuck in that gear. Remember me saying? So we need to stop and then go again. There we go. Yeah, what I am worried about is if Cobbler hasn't got quite 16,000. So we'll be giving him 16,000 exactly. Of course he has. We trust Cobbler. He's a good friend of the channel. I'm not too fussed if he hasn't anyway, to be honest with you. Because this is going to be a very nice, relaxed series. Right, I'm going to head on up to Cobbler's farm with this load. I will see you up there. Hopefully we should be able to do the switch over. That is providing Cobbler has granted me contract rights as well. Could actually cut across our field, couldn't we? There's nothing in there. So yeah, I'll see you up at Cobbler's. We'll have a little nose around as well, just in case some of you guys haven't seen his farm yet. Right, we're just on the approach to Cobbler's. There is his farm over there. And he does have a very grand entrance. So that is going to look very cool when it's lit up at night, all this. Kind of puts my farm to shame, doesn't it, really? Now, I don't know if it's going to allow us to open these gates. Yes, it does. We will have to remember to shut those. So that could be a good sign that he's granted us contractor rights. Oh, I'm stuck. That is tight, isn't it? I suppose I could have gone around that way, actually. There's a huge end. Let's go around that way. Oh, now of it is fence. Sorry, Cobbler. I'm wrecking your farm. see if we can nip round this way. There we go, we're in. Right, I'm going to shut the gates before I forget. Otherwise he's going to think he's had intruders. Farm silo. Where is that? There it is. So let's deliver his 16,000 litres of wheat. Awesome, we have got access. Now, like I say, all this multiplayer malarkey is very new to me, so I have no idea what else that means. Does that mean we could get into his tractors? I'm going to have a try in a minute. That is queuing everything up to cause chaos, to be honest with you, because you could come on here and your tractor could be... Whoa, what is going on? Stop that. Right, sorghum. Has he got sorghum? Oh, he's got over 16,000 litres. Awesome. And he has just messaged me on Discord. Right. Let's take this back to our yard. Let's just have a little snoop around. We'll turn that off. So it's cool shed. Oh, he's got the same trailer as us. Bits and bobs, seeds and fertilizer. Looks like he's been doing cultivating, planters, seeders. Look at that. Because we've got contractors' rights, we can get inside his vehicles. That's quite amusing. Well, obviously, we are all working together in this series. Oh, the lights have come on now. Oh, look at that. Look. Oh, that's stuck in that gear. Let's just have a look at his driveway, because it's got some awesome street lights on it. Go out this way. Oh, he's got a little electric scooter there, look. Wow, look at that. Well, I don't know if Cobbler's put these down or that is part of the map, but that looks very impressive leading up to there. He's done a very fine job on that. Right, I'm going to head back to our farm. We're going to need lights on. We are losing light rapidly. I honestly don't think we are going to get anything done today. So it could be a case again. I'm going to have to jump off and come back on. But I'll take this back to our farm and I'll see you down there. Right, back down at our farm. As you can see, it is getting very dark. We could attempt a bit in the dark, picking the straw up, but it's not really going to be that fun. So I think what we'll probably do is jump off of here for a bit. I mean, in real life it is 4 PM for me here in the UK. So I'm just trying to suss out what sort of time it would be later on in the evening. So possibly could get back on here tonight, as in real time tonight, and have a go. I wanted to get that Hessian silo put in over here as well, but I'm thinking that might even be a bit too dark for that, to be honest with you, because that will allow us then to tip the straw straight in. I think it's there. It is. I've skipped past. I was thinking roughly around here. I don't want it touching any trees.
this episode and the last.
I think something like that. Let's just go for that, because
Pasture.
then if the Farm and Sims does come on here for us, they can do a bit of work. That's pretty good, actually. I'm happy with that. They can do a little bit of work. Picking the straw up, they can tip that straight into there then, so that would be pretty awesome. There was, talking of players, 2 people on here. I don't know if they still are. They are, I think. That's Wasteland, and that is one of our newest members who owns these 2 fields and this sort of area here. Haven't checked that out. And that is Mikey's Farms, or Mr. Myth, which is pretty cool. I think what we'll do, we do have a tiny little bit of straw, don't we, in our silo. Let's grab that and we'll tip it in that fermenter. We'll get that on the go for silage. Obviously, because of the way the game's set in terms of days, so 21 days, it's obviously going to take a lot longer to process some of this produce or products. So obviously if we had it on 1 days per month, this would be going at a rapid speed producing silage, but it isn't. So hopefully that is far enough away from that silo. I would say it is. It's only because I had this problem on Greenlands. I'll double check in a second. Let's pop our trailer back. I think we'll leave the tractor attached to it. I'm not worried if it sticks out. Ooh. I'm not 100% convinced about this tractor, to be honest with you guys. I'm kind of regretting buying it. It is very loud. And it's getting stuck in those gears. And even with that weight on, which is a 1500 kilogram weight, still seems a little bit light on the front, but I don't know. Right, let me just check something. I want to make sure we haven't got straw in our storage. No, we haven't. That is a good sign that they're not too close together. And the production, yes, we have got 9,473 litres of straw. We will activate that, and that will very slowly start producing into silage. So again, we look at it. That looks very pretty though, doesn't it? We will leave that. I think as well, once the farm's sort of been built up a bit more, we'll get some lights in and around the farm, but I'm not going to do it now because obviously I haven't 100% synchronizing. All Cobblers jumped in, I think. Yeah, not 100% sure where we're going to place things, so hopefully I can jump back on later and we'll get the ball rolling a bit. So I will see you at some point, people. Welcome back, everybody. So I managed to jump on the same day, in real life that is. We are up bright and breezy. Yeah, so I can see that a little bit better now. That's gone down pretty well. Don't think it's been blocked by any trees or anything like that. That's pretty cool. Right. I don't know why the money wasn't showing up earlier. I don't know whether Cobbler was doing something behind the scenes or it wasn't syncing properly. But we've not been charged too much more. I think it was $15.55 to lease that loading wagon. We've gone up to $16.42, so that's not bad at all. Chickens are alright. I think we've got quite a few eggs so far. I managed to, because when you're at that stage you can pick up the pallets. If they get too many on there like that, I can't. So I've put that in there. That should fill up still. I've done it before, so that's all okay. Yeah, So obviously, like I said, we're going to get rid of some of these trees at some point, but the main job today, out of interest, where is the sawmill on this map? I reckon it's probably here. A carpentry. Oh, sawmill, cool. So it'd have to come... Actually, that is a road there. We probably could go up that way, it'd be quicker, and down in there. Yeah, cool. I don't think anyone else is on here at the minute. I think it's just me, myself, and I. So without further ado, I'm going to get some of this straw picked up. Oh, we're still attached to that trailer. Let's drop that down. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this tractor, but it is a bit of a shame. How much is it worth now? Because that would be terrible to get rid of it straight away. So we would take a bit of a hit on it, but it's what we can get to replace it. Let's have a look. Oh God, look at that. That Massey Ferguson would be awesome. 225 to 280. What would that be? It would be at 225. That's 100 grand though. Whoa, that is going to be serious power, isn't it? Can have a front loader on there as well. Oh dear, guys. Should we? I'm just thinking we would get probably about 30 back from that, so we've only probably lost oh, I can't see the breakdown. How much did we pay for that? I feel a bit bad because we're getting rid of that already. But look at that. That is a 200 grand tractor almost. So we're almost getting at half price. 180. Yeah, we did pay 33. No, we paid more than that actually, didn't we? That would take quite a chunk out of us. We haven't got a lot of equipment. Oh, why does the game do these things to you? That's awful. I don't know what to do now. That is a shame. Just out of interest, let's detach from there. I'm pretty sure we won't be able to because most maps you can't, but I wonder if we can sell this from here. I bet it won't let me. I've turned the icons off. There it is. It does say sell. Oh, not quite. Not quite 30 grand. Thing is though, when you look at it this way, right? Cobbler bought himself one of these guys. That one, I think. No, that one. Is it that one? One of them two. You're talking 93.5 grand already. And that's only 190. That's 100. Oh, I'll tell you what, we're doing it, guys. We are doing it. Let's sell that. That's gone. That is gone. Right. I've got no way to get to the shop now. Let's go to the shop. You watch, it have disappeared now. Oh, someone's left the door open. That was not me. And this, look, what is going on, guys? Come on. Right, let's quickly do this before that disappears. How many hours has that done? It doesn't tell us there, does it? 26.6, I'm not worried about that. That is going to be an awesome tractor for 100 grand. Front loader, we won't worry yet. That's another 1500. But we will need some kind of pallet lifting jobby. And that is going to bump that right up. But 225 horsepower. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Where is it? That. Look at that for an upgrade. Oh man. I think the other guys are going to be fuming. Right, I will head back to the farm. And I will see you there. In our new tractor. Well, second-hand tractor, but you know what I mean. Right, we are back, guys. It is pretty much in need of repair, so we will repair that. That is probably going to be quite pricey, but that is like a Rolls Royce compared to that Fiat Agri. 3,413 to repair. Bloomin' hell. Excuse me. Wow. It will all be worth it in the end. We've still got 141 grand. And you know, it's not a competition. We're here to help each other. I've got to keep remembering that. I can't help but be competitive, but we are not against each other. Right. Oh, that is not good. That is, I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was a bit jumpy. I think that's probably the server kicking in a bit. I think you probably will witness those sort of things happening now and then on everyone's videos. If you're watching everyone else, I hope you do. Please go and check them all out. They've got fantastic channels and they are all giving their own spin and views on this gameplay series, and I think it's going to be awesome to see it from all sort of different angles. But like I say, there is 6 of us now, and hopefully we will continue to add to that. I've had a few inquiries about how we do it. If you are interested, please get in contact with Cobbler, because he's sort of in charge of it all. You can get hold of him through his YouTube channel, just comment in one of his videos, or he's got his own Discord. I have put links to some of the other guys' YouTube channels. I think some of the people that are playing with us don't have YouTube channels. They're just sort of subscribers, so they're just coming on to play and have a bit of fun. But anyone that has got a YouTube channel that jumps on here, I will add them to the description. Put their link in the description, if you know what I mean, so that you can always find them easy enough. But anyway, this will take me quite a while. I'll tell you what, let's get a full load, then we'll tip it into the fermenting silo. That's a good point. I didn't check that, because I shouldn't think it would have gone off the chart overnight, because we are on 21 days. But as soon as we've got a full load, before we tip that in there, we will check that. I cannot believe we've got this tractor, guys. Please let me know your thoughts. Do you think that was a good bit of business, or was I being stupid? I mean, that was a nice cheap tractor. 180 horsepower is very good to start with. But if we kind of look towards the future, thinking ahead, I think this bad boy is going to be very, very handy. We'll cut through there. A little bit of a bump there, but I did turn on the interactive markers again. Hope you don't mind. It's just until I kind of get used to things on this map, especially our farm, as we are improving it and adding to it. So we've already got 3,000 just over litres of silage, which is pretty good, and obviously we do know that that is going to be quite profitable in the long run. 340 is it saying is a pretty good price. That's January time. We won't take us too long to get to January, but we'll keep our eye on the price as we go. And if this silo does get too full up, runs out of room, we can always take some silage out and tip it into our silo across the way, because it is a multi-fruit. So we are pretty good to go. We've got plenty of chicken feed, because obviously we brought back the sorghum from Cobbler earlier on. So plenty for that. Right. We'll get this done, guys, but it is going to take me quite a while. So I'm not going to bore you with just going round and round in circles like this. Then obviously we do have quite a bit to do field prep wise. I almost bought that at the start, that grass field. Obviously you could buy that in the future, but who knows. Anyway, I'll see you a little bit later, guys. Wow, I honestly couldn't have timed that much better. I've literally, I mean, the last tiny little strip I've picked up when it started raining, so I hope I'm not banished for breaking the rules, but it was literally half a little strip over there. Just picked it up. I've managed to get everything done, and literally it's just started raining. That is unbelievable. I promise you there was only a tiny little bit left to pick up. Otherwise I would have stopped like I did the other day. I don't know if the other guys are still going, because they were working together up here. Cobbler and Mr. Myth. I think they were sort of subsoiling, and one was picking up stones. So also Wasteland is on here somewhere. Up there, he's at his farm. So yeah, I'm very pleased we've got that done in time. And also I am tipping what came off of that field down the far end into our silo, because the farming Sims did ask me if we had any straw to sell, and he was going to pay top dollar for it. If we go into this menu and come down to straw, he said 88, so he's going to pay us 88. I know obviously it could go over that, but it's all about working together. And we've got 74,600 litres in this silo now, just off of that field. I'm going to swing round out the way. We can now off hire this loading wagon. That has done its job. There's no need for this to be on our farm anymore. I will do that at the end of this episode, which we're just about to wrap up. But in our fermenting silo, we have got a whopping 162,798 litres, which is being turned into silage as we speak. So there we go. We've already got over 4,000 litres already, so it's already gone up slightly since I last showed you, but that is pretty cool. I think we'll leave it there for that episode. Rain again. Is this what it's going to be like living in France? I'm not impressed. Got a new tractor, or second-hand tractor. 2 tractors in 1 episode. That could be the title. Something like that, I don't know. I haven't thought of it yet. Right, but we'll leave it there, guys. Hopefully I'll be able to get back on pretty soon and do some more work. There's plenty to be done. All those fields that we've harvested need mulching. I think a couple of them need liming as well, don't they? And like I say, it looks like there's stones to be picked up. So plenty to do, and also trees to be removed, just to open up that sort of area so I can do something with it, because I need to sort of properly think about having access to that workshop. Maybe put like a big open shed there so we can sort of drive in and still use it as storage. That could be an idea, but I'll have a think about it. But there you go, that is it for episode 2, I think that is, isn't it? Yeah, 2. Hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please consider doing so, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.